Oh, I'm muted. That's what's going on. Hello. Hopefully closed captions are working. I don't know that they are. I probably should, turn them off if they're not, because I don't understand how they work. And, I have them on, but do I need to reload? Hold on. Do they work now? I didn't get a message on, I don't know that they, I'll take closed captions off because I don't know that they're working. But I think that they are on. I just don't know how to even, turn them on, to be honest with you. Very confused by that. Anyway, I made a couple of changes to my stream. I did have open captions. They were distracting to me personally. They were just a little bit too prominent on the screen. So if closed captions are not working, I'm gonna have to find a way to make them work. Unfortunately, I don't know how to test them without starting a stream. But I do need to find a way to make them work so that we're inclusive and available to the most people possible, because I don't want to be exclusionary in any way. I just don't understand personally how they work because I'm not the brightest. What am I thinking right now? So that's a change you see on screen. Then I also had some encoding lag that happened that I didn't know about until when I watched the VOD back. And so that is a thing that I hopefully fixed with some of the settings. I don't know that it is fixed, but hopefully it is. And if not, well then, I don't really know what to do about that. we'll change some more settings if that's not the case. I'm still hung up on these closed captions not working, and I'm upset about it because help. But anyway, we will open up some art. I should have been working on this yesterday, and I didn't. This is due tomorrow, and I literally just have the flat colors down. But this was voted on last week. This is from the story Briar. And I think that a lot of us have the Disney bias in terms of blonde hair, blue eyes, pale skin, but nothing like that was actually mentioned in the story that I read, and the fairies were actually very prominent. Oops, sorry. The fairies were very prominent in it, so that's why they're so prominent here. Hopefully I can do them justice. I really should have started this yesterday, but I did not. And I'm stalling today because I don't want to do this for some reason. But we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Let's see, where can I start that it's not going to cause me? We'll start on the background, I guess. I don't know why. I've just been having a little bit of issues with motivation. So doing things alone is really not doing much for me. I don't know why. So in that way, streaming has been extremely helpful. But also, you know, I didn't do anything on my own off stream because I was just like not motivated to do it. So we'll see what happens in terms of that. But I did have fun kind of watching my stream back, and I didn't have any like awkward moments where I was like, I feel really sorry for the noise. I don't know why when I open up my second window it does that, but you know, it's fine. But when I was watching back my stream, I didn't have any trouble with feeling really awkward and out of place, which is what usually happens when I watch myself. Let's see. Also, my music program changed some of their rules. So, it's a little bit different. So I might be changing music programs because I'm not a huge fan of, like, I always want to give artists credit, but I'm not a huge fan of what my options are there. And I don't want to invest in that yet, just because I'm not sure that this is going to work out, and it's a significant amount of money for me to invest in something that I'm not sure about. Let's see. So, like, I try my best at faces, but, like, I'm not the best at faces. I just am not, and it's fine. I'm not sure I like this music, but, like, this is my option currently. Let me know if it's too loud or anything. I know that nobody's chatting right now, but you know, just a heads up. Does that even look? It's not bad. I'm not mad at that, actually. It's a little bit odd shaped, but it's funny because, like, you don't want to start something and then immediately after starting it, like, you can get into it really quick. And, like, it's not even a problem. And you're like, why was I so worried about starting this? Like, I couldn't tell you. The music's too loud, just let me know. It's a little bit loud in my ears, but, like, I have it turned down on OBS, so hopefully that's good for everybody. Faces always look so scuffed until you, like, start. Also, like, look at this poor fairy over here on the right. She's not even fully colored in. A little bit low energy today. Just, I don't know why. I just am. Also, I think, do I have a Briar rose color set that I'm just not using? Yep. My color set's like, this one's not aesthetic at all. Which one's aesthetic? I think it's, no. the 3 bears I put in order so it like looks nice. But this one I did not. I did not put this in order, which is fine. Don't worry, it's all fine. I don't know that that's necessarily... Let's look at color. Eyes aren't white, which is one of these like crazy things to me. Like if you like color pick from a picture of an eye, it can be like pink or purple or like the background, the sclera or whatever this is called. And it's crazy to me. Like I thought that was bright white. That's like teeth. Like Americans, we all want really white teeth, but like they're really tinted yellow no matter what you do. Not sure what color her eyes are gonna be yet. But hoping the changes I made make sure that nothing lags and that we're okay here. I should have this in its own folder. Problem with streaming is like I never, at least when I was watching my last stream, I just randomly, I was repeating some stuff I was saying, and I was randomly just attempting my best to stay on track. What color are your eyes? Brown. I hate doing like really unique colored eyes because, you know, there are a lot of brown-eyed people out here. But also like doing all brown sometimes it's really flat. So we'll try it and we'll see. But the last time I was streaming, I was talking about random stuff and I kind of repeated stuff after an hour or so, which, you know, considering it was my first talking stream, not that bad, but like it's not ideal to watch and render to, which is kind of the space I'm trying to set up. So we'll try to stay more on track, maybe talk more about the art than I did last time. Not right. And we'll see what happens, because I am apparently just not ideal at talking for this amount of time, but I do like it. Like, I was very excited yesterday. I wanted to come on stream, and I had a webinar in the morning, so I couldn't really, but I did want to, and so, you know, we do. That means I'm enjoying this, which is a good thing to know. Because if I am enjoying this, I should continue to do it. I love this pencil. This is my own personal pencil, but it also kind of has this multiply effect. So like I lifted my pen, right? If I go back over it, it makes it dark. And that is sometimes not ideal for what I want. I want that as light as it is. Then grab a black. Someone on TikTok told me that I needed to put my pupil closer in. But hopefully that's good. I don't know. Could be bad. Don't know. Not a huge fan of this music, as I said. Really just want have a playlist for like every day because I'm kind of into the chakras and keeping them in balance and all that stuff. Excuse me. And there's different keys that are good for each one that kind of resonate. So I have all of my favorite songs kind of separated into those keys for one for each day, which allows me to kind of cycle through my songs and also at the same time get some alignment. I don't know why I don't know why I have like a kind of clogged throat today, but you know, we'll work with it. It's a little too far out, which is fine because we can move things here. I'm not sure, like I'm not the best at noses, so like I drew this nose based off of the nose is modeled off of, what's her name? Lori Hernandez, who is an American gymnast. But like, it's probably not gonna look anything like her, which is fine. Except that you are not good at some things and work on them and improve. But also know sometimes things are not going to turn out exactly like you want them to immediately. This is really cheating to a lot of people, but like, I don't really care enough. I won't do it if like my face is not straight on because that doesn't really work very well, but if my face is mostly straight on, then this is what you get. I don't think that's okay. She just looks tired right now with my base shading on her face. So I feel like her eyebrows need some cleaning up. A lot of times I think there's just like a bunch of like bots in chat because it says there's so many viewers, but there's not really, you know. Let's try and do the nose early on. Potentially help ourselves later not having to do it. Let's see. Also, like this nose is not straight. Hope. I also need to like start flipping my canvas more than I do. It's really not helping anyone that I don't. Is this not on? What? It's layers on multiply. I'm on this color. That's so odd. Okay. What about this one? What? What? If you can't tell, I am stunned. I'm stunned. always get so uncomfortable when people get up. Because I'm just like, I'm quiet anyway, but like I don't talk a lot in general. If I move this down here and I move this in here, will this still work? No. That's so odd. I don't know why that doesn't. It's fine. But I don't talk a lot. I'm just worried people will ask me about this thing that I'm doing, and I'm not entirely comfortable talking about it yet, which is not ideal at this point in time, but it's the best I can do, you know? You know. I did end up keeping the 3 bears just as they were, and I like how they turned out in the end. With just the shading could have been a little bit different, but I actually it grew on me, so I didn't change it. And I was watching back the VOD and I was like, I had done the eyes and I was like, I'll fix it later. It probably won't happen. And it never did. Everything looked fine though, in my opinion. In my opinion, everything looked fine. I hate noses, can you tell? I'm just like trying to do things elsewhere. This is coming together pretty quickly though. I don't know, I feel like I take a long time to render, and then I like actually look back and I'm like, that didn't actually take that long for you to do. Music is just not. I have to spend some time figuring out exactly what I want for music. I don't think this is it, but I don't have the patience to deal with it. Right now, in this moment. Probably should have a navigator open too, but like, I don't really want to do that right now. Is it too long? I don't know, something seems wrong with that. I think it's just the eyes aren't detailed, because the nose actually looks pretty good. Really bad at emotions, like I'm just looking at her face, she just looks blank. She's supposed to have a smile. I don't know if I'm gonna do a smile, like she's supposed to be reaching out towards, I'm delaying again from doing work. She's supposed to be looking out, toward, like reaching towards the spinning needle thing. And that is not what she's doing currently. I think this also, yeah, I thought so. I almost want like if you can see my sketch, I'll open it up. I have a smile, but I don't think that's right. Again, sketching is not my strong suit. Usually like fixing things until the very end of rendering. But it's fine. It's fine. Let's see what we can do on top of these. Yep. I don't know why things are being weird today, but I mean, they can feel free to be weird all they want. Not good. Don't need that. Still not the best at eyes. Like I'm fine at drawing the actual eye, but once we get to the lid and like the brow bone, I'm just not quite there. I don't know, this is lo-fi music, but I don't know that it's what I want the vibe to be. I'm gonna have to try another music service the next time I'm live. This is not it. It just is too late to change. It's not bad. Should probably save this. Hopefully it doesn't cause any lag. I will not know until after the fact if my encoding lag is gone. Unfortunately. At some point I'll have to figure out how to add eyeshadow to some of these things, because that would be an interesting feature to have, but that day is not today. Hopefully I'm not muted anymore. Imagine I've just been muted this whole time. No, I'm not. Okay, good. Imagine I've just been muted the entire time. I don't know what is going on with me today. And softer is here. Okay. I'm gonna need some water soon. It's not terrible. I feel almost like her eyebrows are too high at this point. Where are they when you lose them? Let's see if I can move them down a little bit. Oop. Yeah, then we're gonna have to redo some of the shading because that's not right, but that almost looks better to me. I'll do that. That does not look better. Let's grab this and try and redo that little bit of shading that we had here. Just erase a little bit. I don't even know, like, is that good? I don't know. Once you're past the actual eyeball, I have no idea what I'm doing, but the nose looks pretty good. I'm also never flipping my canvas. Like, that looks fine enough, I suppose. I mean, I have 3 faces to do on this poor thing, like this little, I don't know how I'm gonna do these little tiny ones. wonder who counts as the one viewer on the stream. Like, does Nightbot? Does Pretzel Rocks? Like, who counts as the one viewer? Is it me? Do I count? And she looks okay currently, in my opinion. But I think I am. I don't know if I'm gonna do her lips just yet. I'm just not sure exactly what I want from that. But the shading on her face mostly looks okay, other than her looking super tired. Is it this one? Is it this one? The problem with having so many layers. Also, I might be like a tad bit quieter today just because I'm just feeling a little bit more shy and a little off today. So if that's the case, I'm sorry, but like, just how it is sometimes. Unfortunately. That almost is like a little bit. That's not it. This one. Changing tone slightly to see. I still am like not the best at shading. And I don't use necessarily the right colors. I just multiply and screen the same base tone. Oh man. Give me a minute. I need to take a small break. Bathroom break. Okay, I'm back. The problem with streaming early in the morning is that I've just gotten up. I've had a large glass of water and a cup of coffee. So like 30 minutes into the stream, I'm like, I gotta pee. I just gotta go, you know? But I was talking about shading, and like I said, I'm not the best at it. I don't use like, you really should draw the background so that you can understand what the ambient lighting is in the situation. And I don't like have the skill Oh, that's not true. I just don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with having to figure out exactly what's going on. So just like, yeah, I'm not that skilled yet. Like, I could totally spend an extra 10 minutes figuring out exactly what things are. I don't think I need it anymore. I'm gonna be distracting myself with these closed captions for a long time. Because, like, why? You know? Why is it not working? Is it just because I'm dumb? Probably. But I think that it's worth it working, even though it's not working necessarily well. I just don't know if it's showing up on stream, because it is showing up on the web captioner I have open. But anyway. It's always weird when you render something and something's starting to look really good, like her face looks really good, and you look at the rest of it and you're like, what am I looking at? You know? The really good thing about Thursdays is I get to stream early in the morning, and then at 9, which is after I will be done with streaming, because I don't know that I can ever go on for 4 hours. Sebi is on, and I get to hang out with her, and that means that I can continue to render this with somebody who is really chill and nice. Just have trouble like hopping from stream to stream. I like being there in the beginning. Otherwise I feel like I've missed a bunch and like I'm not getting things. Like I need to be there at the start of things for me to actually understand what's going on. But you know, I'm stalling. I don't want to do. I probably can do her hand or something. Probably could merge these layers together. Like not this one, but the rest of them could probably be merged. And I don't have 20 million layers to work off of. Nope. Never mind. Undo. Hello? Undo that. Never mind. Okay. That was not right. I don't know what happened there, but I guess we're not merging things. I guess we're not merging. I don't feel like figuring out exactly what happened there, so we'll just move on. What do I want to work on? The hand. The hand. Let's get my reference, because foreshortening is not necessarily my best thing. And flip it, because I'm gonna flip it. Flip the canvas. Here we are. Problem with this is I'll probably spend way too much time here on this one section. The one time other than this that I've done a hand, I spent like no time on the face. Like all the time is spent on the hand. And that ultimately created a problem, because no. It created a problem because the hand was over rendered, and everything else was not rendered enough. So I should probably clean up the edges before I decide to do anything else. Oop. Very low energy today. Very odd for me. I'm usually pretty ready to go in the morning, and I am not today. Oh, okay, that's not. Okay. Not all there today. It's fine. This music is just throwing me off. It is. Have something like as per usual, I'm on transparent, and then I'm like, why isn't this working? Because you're on transparent, that's why. Here. Can I clip this without ruining anything else? Yeah. Okay. This. This. Wow, I'm having a lot of trouble talking today, so we'll figure it out, but that's going to be a problem. A new screen to kind of figure out what's going on. Looks like a really bad sausage or something. Not quite right. Something wrong here. So that hand is just kind of a little bit too large after that. Is that all the light that we have? No. Some here. We do have more darkness here. Right here. I don't know how I'm gonna do the what am I trying to say? fingernails. Don't know how I'm doing the fingernails yet. Like this, maybe that. Feeling about this. I hate that. Hate that. How much is this gonna smudge it? I don't want it too smudgy, but I do need a certain amount so it doesn't look like it does now. Just see what I can do here. Not the most here for the sun again, but we're doing our best here. Looks better, I suppose. Still not great. Let's see if we can do like a colored. I think this is on, yeah, okay. On what days is it acceptable to just kind of chill and vibe on a stream versus having to talk? I wonder. I think the reference I'm looking at is a man's hand, so like not the most accurate to a child or whatever, but it's fine. See this one? Maybe a little bit. Okay. Need a tiny thing. Round these off. Hopefully. Hopefully these make sense. I don't mind that. I really don't mind that. Now we probably should do her neck. I'm really quiet today. This is really weird. I mean, like, I'm generally quiet, but last time I had an easier time talking for some reason that I'm not having today. It's not easy today. Okay. We probably want another layer. Not, that's fine. Something like that. Then we probably want this. Maybe a bit of that. And this one. This one probably needs to go up a tiny bit. this one? Is it this one? Okay. She's looking pretty good. I don't know why I tend to do curly hair. I do know why. I have curly hair. It's like I tend to, if I'm not thinking, I tend to draw pale people because I am a pale person. So if I'm not thinking, I'm like, I'll draw someone who looks like me, which is not inclusive at all. And I try to be as inclusive as I can in my not so great art. But I do have curly hair, not like this level of curly that I'm going to attempt, but I do have curly hair. So I tend to draw people with curly hair. Plus it's easy, like it's almost easier because that's the first thing I had to learn. Like it looks, I don't know, it's just somehow easier for me, like if I'm drawing a braid or a curl, to understand the form of the hair more than I would understand straight hair, I suppose, is how I would put it. I don't know if I want her nails to be red or not, to be honest with you. Maybe they just don't need to be that red. Maybe they just are a little bit red. Is that helpful? I don't know. I don't want them to be like the standout piece in this. I'm super low energy today. I don't know why. Actually, I normally get about 6 hours of sleep. I normally get about 8 hours of sleep, but since daylight savings, I've been getting about 7. And last night I only got about 6, so that's probably why I'm very, very low energy today, which is just... I wish I was less low energy, but this is what I'm working with, and so that's fine. Just trying to work through what I need to work through. I don't know if that's low enough. I just feel like I should move those down a little bit. There. Why? This is all like, gotta save the recovery information. Like you just did, but thank you. What goes above this? I think that this would be like that. Looks okay. Not the best. Not the worst. A little bit of erasing here. Ears, like I have the general structure of it, but like if it's hidden at all and I can't see the full ear, then I struggle a bit with it. But it doesn't look the worst. I just looked up at my OBS and I'm just seeing this terrible color palette and I want to change it, but like that's not gonna happen today. Because I would spend like 20 minutes, maybe if I need to take a break. Maybe if I need to take a break, I will do that. She's pretty. I tend to, if I do a good nose, it tends to be the straight wide one, which, like the other best nose, I'm gonna distract myself. Why not distract myself? I wonder if I even have this in where I want it to be. okay. Shh, sorry about that. In here, I'm getting distracted. It's okay. Don't worry. Everything is fine. It's gonna probably ding again. It's gonna ding again. I don't even know where it is, to be honest with you, but the other one that I did a good nose on was also this kind of straight nose. It's the only other good nose I've ever done. Don't look too closely. I mean, I showed it on my last stream. But even the nose on my little PNG thing is just not ideal. It just is one of my weak points. I need to spend a little bit of time figuring out. I think noses are just difficult for everybody. Plus, I started off with like more of a cartoony background. And so, you know, I was used to doing noses with just like an upside down U or like a little triangle. There's a bunch of different like cheat noses that you can do that I would do. Does your hand look like miniature? Are we looking good? Are we looking too wrinkly? Like a little bit too wrinkly. Where is it? Just a little bit. Take it off. Hello? Oh, it's sunrise. Everything brightened. Now is the time that I was actually planning on going live. But I've just been up so early, it just makes sense to just kind of hop on and get started with my day. Because I do have other things to do, and if I put this off, it's not going to get done. Maybe we start her hair. I don't know. What's we do now? I do have to do her lips still, but like I said, I'm a little bit confused on what I want for her lips. Could do one of the fairies, but that seems like when I cut things too close, I tend to get a little bit overwhelmed by them. And this is cutting it pretty close considering I have to post this tomorrow. I think I'm also a little bit low energy because my last post of the 3 bears did not do as well as all my other stuff. So that just is always a little bit disheartening when things don't go quite as well as you want for them to go. But it is what it is. The shirt is not ideal either. I need to clean this up. This bit of hair over here is looking really good. I like that. Clip and clip. These must be in a folder. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. Like that, maybe. It's looking real flat. I don't know. don't know. It's behind the neck, so I do have to clean up the neck or it won't be any better. Best here to mess up anything. That looks better, I think. How's she looking? She needs some more shading on her face. Just a little bit. Something like that. Then maybe see if that is helpful to her. And then maybe a little bit of no clip. Okay. That. Maybe. No. Just a tiny bit. It's not bad. Don't hate it. Okay. We work on her hair for a little bit. Usually do the hair last, but I don't know. Very low energy if you can't tell. Very low energy. So let's see what we can do. It's kind of this hair that's right here. This is not the best one to be using. A little bit darker. We go for like normal. A level. I don't like this brush. This is not bad. Okay. Pretty good at cartoon hair, but I don't like that for that one. Nope. That's a little bit. It's not bad, I suppose. Looks pretty good in terms of the curly texture. Gonna have to make an effort for doing some more straight hair further. Have some diversity in there, you know? Oh, she's cute. I like that a lot. I think that adds a good amount to her. Okay, hair's already gonna be a lot. I already know this. It's fine. Ooh, not for me. This music is making me tired. So that's probably not helping my general exhaustion. Probably should turn off the little fairy for this, but also I take a long time on hair because I don't quite understand the forms of it, so I have to do it in like small segments for it to look slightly decent. And it doesn't even necessarily look like slightly decent at the end of the day. But oh, it's not bad. This is a lot darker at the bottom than it is at the top, but I mean, oh man, this music is doing nothing good for me. I think there's enough contrast in here though, like there's a lot of brown, but I think that there's enough. I'll check. I'm gonna go black and white for a little bit because I just want to check that there's enough contrast. The shirt is a very light color in comparison to everything else, but there's a good amount of contrast in here. I'm just gonna have to make sure that this fairy on the right doesn't get lost. But other than that, she's looking good. I'm better at rendering in color than I am in black and white. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. How long have we been live? 1 hour and 11 minutes. Okay. Just me being very low energy. I'm trying to be happy and happy. I'm just trying to be a little bit higher energy than, you know. But I don't think that it's really coming across because I'm having a hard time today. hopefully this one is okay. Over this. Curly hair is so funny. Like, it's really funny. Not funny, it's kind of sad, the standards of beauties that we have. But like, everyone who has curly hair wants straight hair. Everyone who has straight hair wants curly hair. Body standards, skin standards. We're just kind of messed up. We can't just appreciate the natural beauty that people have. And like, when you finally do appreciate natural beauty, you've already changed things usually. But I saw that a lot because I was a point in time where I was trying to really work on my figure drawing skills. And that was like posing and fabrics and stuff like that. I would make a reel a day, and it was all just really thin ladies. And I am not the most thin lady, but I do have like a conventionally attractive shape. So I tried to look for plus size models, which I don't like the term for, but that's what the term is. And they all were tending to be conventionally like the hourglass shape. That's the ideal kind of thing. It was very difficult to find any references that were not that whole conventional attractive shape for some reason, which like I can only imagine if you are a plus size person that you're not seeing anyone like you, and it's really disheartening because, you know, when you're not seeing anyone like you in the media, you feel like there's something wrong with you, and there isn't. There's something wrong with society the way that it is, and what we value, and how often beauty standards change. It's funny because every time I look at chat, it just is like this whole wall of pretzel rocks, the songs that are being played. I don't know that this hair is good, but like, very good, again, very good at cartoon hair, not so good at realistic hair. And by very good at cartoon hair, I mean I can do a very good job if I spend the amount of time on it that I should. I don't hate that. I mean, I really don't. Problem being, like, the strands of curls should be more all over the place, kind of. I probably should just color this all dark and then kind of like just do some random steps. I can try that. Let's see what that will do for us. This is going to take a long time to just color it in. I just want some texture in here. And maybe the like couple that I've done will help me a little bit. I also have to clean up the edges of this hair. It's not ideal right now. I got them pretty okay. I mean, I'll show you the probably best hair that I've done. It's in here. Here, no, here, if we can open this, it's It's not all that good, it's very soft. But it's not terrible. It's kind of a vibe. She's very shiny. But that's the best hair I've ever done, probably. I just played around with it for like a couple hours because it was a challenge where it was called 1V Portrait Challenge. And, you know, we had 1 week to do a full portrait. That was the first big portrait I've ever done. And it came out pretty good for the first portrait I've ever done. Took another class by that guy and it did not go nearly as well. I need like less time to think things through, because if I just sit down and focus on things, like I need enough time to give myself time to have breaks, but if I give myself too much time, then I just think, you know, I have a lot of time to do this, I have a full week, and then you get to the last day and you're like, I have like 16 hours of work on this because I've never done this before, and I did not plan for that, and I don't have that many hours of the day. I don't know if I'm gonna like how this turns out. Honestly, not that bad. I'm not mad at this. I'm really not. Probably need some darker bits still, but I think that the couple of strands I did do add a bit of, I might have to do a couple more of those, but like, I'm not mad at that. Because, you know, even though I said that the other one was the best hair that I did, I do have one that's a DTYS, that I didn't work nearly as hard on the hair, but I certainly still like it a lot. See if it'll come up. Did it come up? No. Here we are. Didn't take nearly as long, but I think it came out pretty good still. The lips came out pretty good too. Just me distracting myself. Honestly, it's not bad. It's really not bad. I'm not mad at it. It's like hair isn't perfect, like ringlets ever. I think only if you have like perfectly pin straight hair and like you've just styled it is it ever gonna look stunning. And I don't know that that's my style, to have perfectly. It just looks like I'm looking at it on my screen, my second monitor, and to me it looks really good from far away. I don't know if it looks good close up. Definitely looks good far away. Looks like curls. Oh no. Hopefully there's no encoding lag. Hopefully I fixed that part of it, because if there is, then I gotta figure it out again. I mean, for some reason, like, I made my mic crackly. And then, you know, the screen just didn't move. But my mic is actually pretty good for what it is, you know. It's not the best mic in the world. I'm never going to claim that it is the best mic in the world. But, certainly it's better than it sounded when I was having encoding lag. Look at that. That looks really good, I think. Like, I think I need to clean up the edges a little bit, maybe blur them, but I think she looks relatively, I mean, if you look up close, not the best. I feel like from here, I feel like that's passable. I feel like that looks pretty good. I don't know though if I'm gonna be satisfied with that in the end. I think I might be. I might be satisfied with this. I mean, she's just cute. Like, you can't say she's not a cutie. Hand isn't bothering me. I mean, like, I think that the palm could use a little bit more darkness. But not too much. That's a little bit better. A little bit up here. But these berries have to be done soon too. With her mouth. I could try and do her mouth, I suppose. Just see. Let's grab this color. See if this works. It's looking a little bit crazy right now. It's fine. Sorry, I'm so low energy. I really wish I was not. But, sometimes you get what you get. Sure that this needed this switch. Feels almost a little bit pale. for her. Let's see. Oh, if I go like this. No. This one, maybe. Just seems a little pale. I don't know if it is. Actually, undo that. This. I think that's better. Her lips still need to be wider. I think the lips are almost as wide as the nose, looking completely realistic. This maybe? I also feel like currently it's the wrong way. But also maybe it's just in need of a little bit of this. Maybe move it a little bit more. Let's see. Maybe also flip it again because it looks like it needs to be flipped. That maybe. Oh man. Seems fine to me. A little bit flat. Do a little bit of maybe like this. Like this. Like this. A bit tinier, a bit like that, that. Less. Okay. And then swipe. Nope. White. Yes. Something like that. I don't know if I like this tongue in here. Where's the tongue? It's on here. There's too much white. looking pretty good to me. Down here. Cute. Still got a lot to do, but I think she's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Either there's a bunch of bots here, or there's actually a couple people here. Who knows? I don't think I've missed any chats. I have, I'm sorry. Not had anyone chat yet, just my music bot saying, hey, here's the artist if you want it. Here's the artist and the song. She's looking really good considering she's just black colors not an hour and a half ago. There's still something off about her mouth. I don't know exactly what it is. Might be too flat, might be too... What's going on, lady? I'm really bad at, like, actually... I'm good at drawing, like, the base of, like, the eye and the base of the lips, but when it comes to getting it to look like it's a part of the face, I'm not so great at that. I too need some water because I have not had water at all in this stream. My throat's getting a little iffy. Okay, I had some water. I mute my mic because I have a really cheap, I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, lavalier mic, which is a clip-on mic that goes like near your mouth, so mouth noises are not ideal for everybody, so I try to mute my mic when I take a drink. Her hair is looking good. Her eyes look okay. Her mouth looks a little bit messed up. Her framing of her face needs some work. And then the shirt probably needs some work. Background I think looks pretty good. Like, look at this. Look at the texture. That looks pretty good. And looks pretty good in my opinion. One of the better hands that I have done, even though it is still not great. It just is like this chin and this hair over here and this gap, but I do have to work on this lady a little bit. Like essentially a full thing. I have said before in previous streams, if you see the layers, I don't know if you can even see my mouse, the layers on the right changing, it's because I have reference sheet open in a different window so that we don't have any issues with copyright and all that stuff. But that's why the layers are changing. Let's see. Where are you at? Where do I put this? Seems good enough. I am planning on streaming on Saturday. However, it might be a bit of a shorter stream because we are going to, in my state, they're called craft fairs that have like white elephant tables and stuff like that. And we're going to one. So, on Saturday. So I don't know that I'm gonna have a lot of bandwidth to be streaming that day. Because we're gonna be going out a tiny bit later to go out to a craft fair. It's always really funny when we go to craft fairs because my cousin and her husband are pretty short, and I am not short whatsoever. And I have two sons who call my nephews because that's just easier. My cousin, I don't know what I've said, but my cousin and her husband, short, two sons. I am tall, and I wear normally like 4-inch booties, like short boots. And so they're always like, tall person, crazy, you know? Which is, it's funny. My younger nephew, I don't think has been to, I think I'm gonna switch these. Have like half of the screen to have this on it, so like if you see this blank spot to the left, my screen, I have my reference right there, but you just can't see it. But my younger nephew was born just before the pandemic started. He was born in December of 2019, sorry. So he's not been to any craft fairs yet. Kind of a tradition. First craft fair we went to, my older nephew was probably not even a year yet. And my grandmother gave him like this cellophane bag, and I like snatched that away so quick. Grandmother's such a weirdo. Like, she just is from a different time. We did like an egg coloring for Easter, just like a very small one. And my younger nephew was putting his hand in the dye to hold the egg. And so his hand turned like yellow and orange. And my grandmother was like, we can bleach it. We're trying to figure out if she was joking or not. Like, we didn't let her, obviously, but like, I don't know if that's normal or not during her time as a mom, because like, She was a mom in the 60s. She's still a mom, but like she was raising kids in the 60s, so like it's a different time, you know. But just doing her body right now. Then I have to put on some clothes. I don't know what she's gonna be wearing yet. Probably just like a short little tube dress or something like that. Because I didn't really draw in anything else. I don't know that their hands are gonna be the most realistic things. Is this music? I'll have better music for the next stream. I'm not a fan of this. What color are you going to be wearing? Can't put her in green because then she'll look like Tinkerbell. And like a... I don't want to put... Maybe do an orange. No. Okay. Don't hate it. Just pretend she's wearing like a little romper type deal. Maybe? A little romper. Yeah, that's not bad. That's really not bad. In my opinion. Still need to do her face, obviously. She's a little gray, but I feel like that can be written away as her being a magical creature. Probably should have made her like blue or something. The reason that there's a little like a red cap fairy and a black cap fairy is there were like 12 red cap fairies that were invited to the feast in honor of Briar Rose, and then one who wasn't because they only had 12 golden plates. How unfortunate. So I thought that they could kind of be like angel and devil here, because I was gonna try and draw 13 fairies, like 12 red ones and then a black one in the middle, kind of like a clock. But then I was like, that would be my biggest project ever. How do I expect to finish that? So didn't do that ultimately, but this is not the worst alternative that I have. I don't know that they're gonna necessarily be the most detailed. I might just not do their noses quite quite so realistic as Briar Rose's nose. Maybe we just have it a little bit of a different nose. I think maybe blue eyes for her, green eyes for her, maybe. Someday I'm gonna try traditional art. I'm gonna be like, I'm so good at digital. It's like, really, I can just resize things to fit what I need them to be. And I'm gonna try traditional art, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, my proportional skills are just not there. They're not up to power. Let's see if this works. I almost like that, maybe. Not bad. I just need to copy these layers. Nope. Okay. Hello? Oh. Although, why isn't this working? Oh, because, you know, you're on transparent again. That's why. This, I feel like, okay. Yep, that's why. And Louk. Steph need to stretch really quick. face is almost, there's almost something wrong with their face. I'm gonna have to make this little other fairy a little bit larger, or I'm gonna have to make her a little bit smaller, because they're not the same size. It's not terrible. Let me just check on my subtitles that are not working for some reason. Yep, they're still working, but I don't think they're live on the stream for some reason. Fried potatoes. Okay, that's the name of the song currently playing. I need a little tiny break from this, like I took last time when I stalled for a bit, but I took longer to stall. It's been almost 2 hours, and I feel that I've done a good amount of work at this point. But I just want to make sure, I don't know, I just need a little tiny break from her, because otherwise I'm just going to be rendering her and not getting where I want to go. But her hair is looking pretty good. She's looking pretty good overall. What can I show you? What can I show you that is not this? I'll show you my favorite cartoon hair. That used to be my profile picture. Like, I did pretty well with the shading on this, I think. I like how I used to do eyes. Like, I'm not sure about the shape, but I like the shading a lot on the eyes. I might end up going back to that someday. I don't know. Let's see what else we have. This crazy girl that I think her eyes are too big. This is what I started out doing. I started out with like chibi emotes. Nobody bought them or anything, but that's what I started out doing. And I started out with like these crazy eyes because I did not understand. I did a chibi tutorial, but like I didn't understand. Like, her eyebrows all wacky. And her hair's looking kind of cool. What else do I got? Oh, I think did I show the finished? I think I did. But I'll just make sure. This is my finished piece for the golden bird. I'm pretty sure I showed it already. This is the flat colors for the goose girl that I'm doing. That will probably be on Saturday's stream, but I might have to make that, I might have to do more than I currently have, because I don't know that this is enough currently. But I found this really funny picture of a little gosling, and so that's why that one over in the left is kind of crazy. And I can show you the other portrait I've done, just because I want to stall more. Where's the final? Here we are. Her nose is pretty okay. I spent a lot of time on her. I think I did okay with her. I mean, now that I look back, her eyes are the proportions are off a little bit. But it's still pretty good. Still pretty good for my second portrait ever. Maybe like one more thing, and then we'll get back to rendering. This one is one. I'm gonna bring it up. This is one of my favorites. I think the moon came out really well. The feather texture came out very well. It's kind of the first one I allowed myself to be more free. Clearly she needs a little bit more work if I were to go back, but it's the first one I did truly from imagination with my own style and all that kind of stuff. And I think she turned out pretty good at the end of the day. You know, because her eye's a little big, her eyebrows a little short. There's all sorts of shortcomings on it, but you know, for a fairly new artist at the time, I probably had only been drawing for about 5 months, because I'm only at 6 months at this point. I think it's pretty good. I mean, I've relied pretty heavily on some brushes in this one, but I still think it's very good for the skill level that I have currently. It's close. I like the background texture of this a lot. I don't remember what brush I used, but it's pretty. Don't need to save you. Tending towards more fall colors at this point. Like I used to go for like brighter pastels and like more saturated tones. Oop. Don't want that. Don't save that. And now I'm kind of at the point where I'm going for more muted bits. More muted bits. Okay. I still need to work on this lady's face, but I'm gonna go for a mushroom cap for a minute. Through here. Through this here. I don't know if people just like sit on Twitch and hope to have viewers at some point. If they just like somehow stumble upon people, Twitch like decides, hey, this person's been streaming for X amount of days, let's promote them. I really don't know exactly. But it's kind of crazy to think that a lot of us just sit here and hope to be discovered. Like, I feel like you should get some kind of boost. But I could be just getting to the madness of it, for all I know. Some spots. It's kind of funny because like you see these spotted things in Minecraft and you think that can't possibly exist in this world that we live in, and then you see, oh, it does. You know, there's some like wonderful things on this earth that we just don't think about. This music though is really making me tired. Making me tired. I'm already tired because I didn't get a good night's sleep. But it's making me more tired. Hoping this is looking okay. Clearly, mushrooms are not necessarily my best. Looks cute. I think that, like, what I'm looking at on the reference, there's a little, like, behind the in the spots, there's kind of this darker bit that probably needs to be done a little bit better, if I'm being honest. This is probably fine. I like this, I think. Okay. She's cute. I mean, her face still needs to be done, but she's cute. Oh my god, there's someone singing this. I swear to god, I thought someone was yelling at me. Okay. Flip this. I haven't drawn hair for either of these little ones, but we'll figure it out later. And hopefully we will actually figure it out later, because I don't have much time to be figuring this out. And I lost most motivation yesterday for this. So we'll just make sure we actually get this done in time. It does have to be posted tomorrow. Not that I think people will necessarily care if it is or not. It's possible that I could post it on Saturday and people wouldn't mind. It's a little bit different than the reference, but I'm not mad at it. So, like, again, transparent, that's why. I think something like this with her hand there and her hand there. This is a leg. Clip it. This is a shoe. Another leg. Just like that. Maybe. an outfit on her. I think mustard. So we think some sort of gray. Maybe a green. Gray or like a brown, whatever color this is. I think this might be the background color, to be honest. She's going to have kind of this shape. Her. They'll both be wearing rompers. Just a matter of figuring out kind of where they end. So this is this leg, which actually probably needs to be a little bit larger. Go something like this. That's probably more realistic. Nope. This leg almost seems to go too far. That makes sense. It goes kind of like this leg goes like here to here. That makes sense. This one, a little bit erased right here. Hello. Oh, that's why I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, looks pretty good to me. She looks good, I think. I think she looks good. I think she'd be looking good. Again, there's like 7 people in the viewers, but like who's bots and who's not, you know? The last time I did my stream, it cut off. Like I had showed my final illustration, somehow it like got cut off because I think there's some sort of delay, so I'm probably gonna have to sit here in silence for like 10 seconds or something like that, and then stop streaming so that everything gets on in the way that I want it to. Oh man. I don't know. I might honestly be done for this stream. I'm close. We're close. We're getting there. but this might be hitting my limit today. I think she's cute. I think her skin is beautiful. I think her hair is pretty. Little mushroom cap for left, very, very cute. Her hand is looking good. I think that both of the fairies need some work, and I think that the shirt needs some work. I just don't know that I have it in me to continue streaming for doing the rest of this. I think I'm gonna have to do it during Savvy's stream, because I think I need a little break from it. Wow, my color history is crazy. The last like 4 rows of color look kind of like very summery and beautiful, and then before that it's like extremely fall colors. Let me close my reference sheet. We'll save it and we'll close it, because I think that this might be it. But that is Briar Rose so far. And she'll be done. She'll be on my Instagram tomorrow, which is November 12th, 2021. And then I think my last poll actually tied, so I'm not doing another poll till Sunday, so I'll mention that on my Sunday stream, my Saturday stream, sorry. And on Saturday, we will be working on the Goose Girl, which I showed you briefly when I was like, I need a break. And then I continued going for another like 25 minutes, and that's all I had in me. She just needs some little eyelashes, maybe some texture. The fairies need some work, and the shirt needs some work. I think her hair looks good, and I think her general face looks good. Just needs a little bit of cleaning up. But I think she's quite pretty, and I think we got a lot done in this last 2 hours and 15 minutes. But in order to make sure that this all gets on to the stream, I'm just gonna go quiet for like 10 seconds or so to make sure that hopefully everything is good. I think it might have been because I had some encoding lag the last time. But hopefully we had no encoding lag, that maybe the closed captions show up at some point. I don't know. If not, I gotta figure that out. And hopefully it was a good stream. So it'll be posted on YouTube, and it will be live on Twitch for as long as Twitch has it live for. I won't delete it. And I'm pretty happy with how she's going. I didn't leave myself much time, as per usual. But, you know, I hope you guys have a really good day, and I'm just going to go quiet for a bit, and then I'm going to stop this stream in like 10 seconds.